Welcome to the March 2017 Star Wars Canon Update. I know I normally do the Q&A video on Saturdays, but don't worry, the Q&A has just been moved to tomorrow. This month we finished off Season 3 of Star Wars Rebels and got 4 new comic issues, so let's get started. I'm pleased to say the last 4 episodes of Star Wars Rebels were really solid. I've already covered them each extensively, and I'll put links to those videos in the description in case you want my full thoughts and feelings, but I'll quickly run through them all now. Secret Cargo showed us how Mon Mothma became a fugitive from the Empire and the start of the individual rebel cells transitioning into a unified alliance. Double Agent Droid was light on plot development, but was still enjoyable and showed us our first on-screen refresher. Twin Suns showed us the final duel between Maul and Obi-Wan in a somewhat controversial episode that I happen to like quite a bit. And finally, the season came to an end with 0 Hour, which saw Thrawn really put a beat down on Phoenix Squadron. In fact, Phoenix Squadron is no more, as confirmed by Lucasfilm, and they're moving on to Yavin 4 to join up with the Alliance Command. All in all, I think Season 3 was very good. I think I enjoyed Season 2 more, but I still find myself looking forward to watching it every Saturday, and I'm excited to see what Season 4 brings. Moving on to comics, Star Wars 29 is the 4th part in Yoda's arc, and so far I've been a little lukewarm on this story, but this issue was pretty cool. It's the ultimate illustration of size matters not, and Yoda goes all Gandalf on a living mountain. In the quote-unquote present, Luke makes his way to the same planet Yoda was once on to find himself thrust into a war that's still going on after all this time. This has all seemed like a strange diversion from the main storyline, so I'll be interested to see if they can neatly tie everything together next month. Dr. Aphra 5 continues the story inside the Citadel of Roar, who is a member of the ancient Ordu Espectu. I talked about this in a video a few weeks back, but it seems we got confirmation that this story is recanonizing a very obscure part of Legends history, specifically the Order of the Terrible Glare and its leader, Roar, who embedded himself into a computer. In the comic, Aphra turns on a computer to come face to face with the being that now calls himself the Eternal Roar, an ancient Jedi that now has control over lightsaber-wielding battle droids. I still think this comic is crazy cool, and I hope it continues to bring back old Legends ideas in new and interesting ways. The second issue of the Darth Maul comic was a huge improvement over the first. Not that the first one was bad, I just wasn't excited about reading more at the end. This issue offered a lot more, including showing us a young Maul's visit to Malachor with Sidious, in which we see and learn why he is so full of hate and rage and vengeance. This also shows us the return of Cad Bane and Aurra Sing, which will be their earliest canon appearance so far. In addition to the dark and fun story, there were some Easter eggs and connections like Gracchus the Hutt, the Pikes, Black Sun, Nar Shaddaa, and the bar and the bartender from the main Star Wars comic. Now I'm excited to read more, and I expect this will be one of the better 5-issue arcs. The final piece of content I'll be covering today is the 12th issue of the Biggs Darklighter comic. Biggs, 3PO, BB-8, and their spy droid are crash-landed on a planet and being hunted by Terex. I think the most interesting aspect of this arc is showing us how much 3PO has changed since Return of the Jedi. He's still a little fussy, but on multiple occasions he tells Biggs to save himself, and later even offers to put himself in danger to give the mission a chance for success. This doesn't seem like the old 3PO, and I really like it. Things are looking pretty grim for Biggs until Black Squadron shows up. Lulo's A-Wing is mentioned to be ancient, which makes me think that those ships are rare, and that the one we've seen behind the scenes on The Last Jedi could actually be Lulo's, so maybe we'll get a comic-to-film character. I'm expecting this arc will conclude next month with an appearance from Captain Phasma. If you're a little confused right now, this is all from the Poe Dameron comic. I just thought I'd insert some of my own wishful thinking on April Fool's Day. One day, Biggs, one day you'll get another comic. Also released this month was a new Adventures in Wild Space book, The Cold, Join the Resistance #1, and a Revenge of the Sith read-along. I've finally started to catch up on Adventures in Wild Space, so I might cover those books in the future, because as the series continues, I'm starting to feel guilty for not having read them. But that's it for March. The Canon Update will return on May 1st. April looks like it's going to be mostly new comics, but the Thrawn novel will be released along with a new Blade Squadron short story. And of course, Star Wars Celebration might give us some new things to talk about as well. Until then, please like this video, subscribe to the channel to keep up with Star Wars news and lore every single day, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and consider checking out my Patreon page. As always, thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.